What up, world? This is Kold the Rapper, and I'm playing Project 99, and today I'm on my little baby cleric. Alright, here's what we're doing, baby. We are in the Oasis of Marr. I'm running around predominantly trying to find undead creatures to kill. You know, mummies and ghouls and skeletons and that fun stuff. The alligators still con to me, some of them, but they run into the water, and that just pisses me off really bad. And besides, clerics have this sweet ass nuke that just eats undead. It's phenomenal. Right now I am level 18, next level I'm 19, and we'll have a new round of spells, and I'm excited about it. I get a magic resist, I get another hit point buff, I think I get some resist stuff. Like, it's going to be all around beneficial for me, because we're getting into those mobs that cast, you know, dots, minor slows, shit like that. Shit is getting wild. I don't want to fight that bastard. So I figured I would hop on here, have a little conversation with you guys. I know lately I haven't been using my microphone to communicate with you guys while I play, but a lot of times I'm either super busy or, you know, at work, or I have family over, and the summer months are super busy for that. We've got birthdays all over the place, early summer. So, but now we're through that, and hopefully we can use the microphone more often to communicate with my people. So, here's the game plan. This little cleric was taken all the way to Kale, and he's already factioned up for hot. So, I'm going to take, I'm going to get him to 50, and then I'm going to get his epic done, and then I'm going to get him to 52, and I'm going to start rolling on plate armor for him on hot, Hall of Trials. I just feel like if I throw a decent amount of gear on this guy, he's going to be beastly. Beastly. I just need to get my gear together. And once Fat Mess has his VP key, he will be going into Vahetian's Peak, and all of his gear that is droppable will be dropped onto this cleric. So this cleric will have a mithril helm. He will have a Lodi shell shield. He will have all kinds of good shit, because his gear right now needs Jesus on a real level. The cloak is badass though. Look at that. I got like 11 of those. Every one of my characters somehow end up with one of those cloaks. It makes no fucking sense. Oh yeah, I've got some gear that I could put on this guy too, because he needs it. But it's not terrible, and it's all appropriate for his level. Aside from this, realistically, this little guy should not have this. But I won it at a GM event during a quake. So that's why it ended up on my level 18 cleric. I literally gave one away the other day to my buddy Ryan. I'm like, bro, what cloak are you using? Oh, fuck that. He had one from like Casey, like that one that drops, that Cunard cloak that drops all the time. He had one of those on him. So I was just like, look here. Hooked him up, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I've been busy. My music manager, James Drums, passed away, and that fucked me up a good solid bit. I'm probably gonna do like a really nice something for him. I don't know what yet, but I'm gonna do something. Like maybe a podcast episode or something. I'm gonna do something for him. Just really sucks, man. Stresses me out super bad. He was a good friend, and you don't have many. Like when you get deeper into the music industry, you have way less good friends than you used to, because people just fall out of touch with you. You're always busy. You're always out of town. You can never go to the family events. You can never go to, um, concerts with people. Dude, you are busy. And when you're not busy, you're trying to sleep and recover from all the times you couldn't, you were just too busy to sleep correctly. I'm really all about bettering my health at this point in my life. Not that my health is bad, because I'm definitely in my prime. Like, no doubt, in the best physical shape of my life. I lost a bunch of weight. Been eating good. 16-hour fast. I don't take any supplements. That's one thing that I'm going to look into. But, dude, I do not take any supplements. I don't take anything. I don't drink nothing anymore. It's just, I feel like drinking leads to staying up late at night, which leads to my body feeling bad the next day, which drops my motivation and my concentration. It was cool when I could just sit there and drink in the studio and crank out fucking songs. But now I'm super busy. Working full time and trying to get a business off of the ground, and it's been a long hard road, baby. And like losing James was a losing James was a tough part of my life. Like I cried for like 3 days. I missed a day of work over it. Truth be told, it was rough. He was a good friend, a good ally, and he believed in me. And dude, when you have people that believe in you, they are few and far between, buddy. Everybody wants you to succeed, but like, do they really? He wanted me to succeed. He wanted to know that the effort that we put in was substantial, and it has been. Like one of the albums that he worked on with me is my best-selling album. One of the songs that he worked with me got 1 million fucking views. A million views, bro. Think about that shit. 1 million fucking people. If there was a serial killer that got away with killing 1 million fucking people somehow, he would be the most notorious son of a bitch on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like, 1 million people have listened to that song. So, like, when you think about it like that, it's a very inspiring thing. It really is. To be able to work with artists that was so far ahead of everybody else. Like, James was a revolutionary. People don't know it, but, like, dude, that guy was way outside the box with the way that he mixed and mastered, and, like, people had opinions, and they're allowed to, but bro, what mattered was that I liked it. Bro, he came with these crazy echo chamber ideas of like how to bounce around, vocals, and how to redefine what it is to have backup vocals. We just reinvented the game together. And like he was all, there would be days where I would go into the studio and I'd have 7 fucking songs and we'd smash through them one by one, just boom, 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 boom. Not trying to perfect them right off the bat, but just getting them down. You know, because I feel like artists only have so much memory in their brain for that extracurricular shit. So like you gotta kind of get it, put it on paper, and get it out. you know, to be able to manifest other ideas. Uh, so yeah, man. And in the long plethora of things, the music is an extremely important part of my life still. I just don't share as much of it with you guys. I don't know why. Just gotten to the point where I like putting out the finished products, you know, for the people on Spotify and shit. Because I do have my publishing agreement, and it's solid, dude. Like it's a great fucking deal. I'm literally with one of the biggest publishing companies in the world right now. Got my online store rolling. T-shirts are selling. Things have been okay. And dude, this next album that I put out, it's gonna take it to a whole nother level. You know, just it's a massive project. So you know, we'll just keep churning out music and see what it leads to. I got an offer to go to the gathering of the Juggalos this year, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to make it because I have a son with autism and it's hard to stay gone for 4 days. It's almost impossible at this point. That's why I can't tour. You know, it's just really hard on my wife, and and I can't have that. I really need things to just run smooth. So until we find a professional in the area that I'm comfortable with, um, you know, watching over my kids, and dude, it's not just like a professional. It would have to be like somebody that was like certified for dealing with autistic kids specifically. It would be a big thing, you know. So it's not as simple as just asking, you know, Stacy down the street to watch the kids. You know, it's not fucking 1985 anymore. But I wish it was. But yeah, um, game plans are important, and you gotta have a 10-year plan in life. I have a 10-year plan on EverQuest, and dude, my 10-year plan is to max out this cleric, max out my druid, max out my mage, and dude, get them all of the gear. And dude, I'm gonna literally be doing hot raids every Monday for the next 10 years to make sure I get all that shit. And then we work on 5 different VP keys, which sounds ridiculous, but I'm gonna do it. Every character that I play predominantly will have a VP key eventually. Because I don't want to be limited to just being able to bring a certain class, you know? I want to be able to be like, oh, there's a quake. Let me pop on my mage and start coughing people up. You know, that's really the idea. Park the mage in VP. Alright. I'm going to park Fat Mess at TOV. And my warrior is at TOV right now. My druid right now is parked at the Ice Giants, so that I can scoop me up some toes, because Fat Mess needs them to make wart potions. I need like 6 of those or some stupid shit like that on my warrior before we do certain raids or whatever the fuck. I don't know. There's just, I have some requirements that I need to complete. That's the overall game plan. Get everybody to 60 with VP keys. Doesn't seem too ridiculous when you say it out loud. But the VP keys are super hard to get, and like your guild has to agree on letting you get them. Like right now, we have it where only melee are allowed to loot that amulet that you need off of one of the dragons. Or at least that's how it was for a while there. I don't know if they changed that or whatever. I hope they did, because I definitely want one on Fat Mess. But unfortunately, you gotta just go with the flow of things, So if they need a certain class to have the VP key first, that's fine. I'm not gonna trip or be upset about it. We lost a really important shaman in our guild the other day. He had only been in our guild. We're like the only guild he's ever been in, and for some reason he just didn't want to fuck with us anymore. And dude, that's some sad, hard shit to swallow sometimes. Because you develop friendships with people, just real bonds, and then they're off to work for the competition. And that's what really sucks about it, is like people get in the guild and they stick around for like a year and they get a bunch of gear and then they dip out because this is a non-DKP guild. So like you could just roll on shit. And bro, more often than not, you will not win. But dude, when you win something big, it's a massive achievement. I've won a couple things that have put my characters in really good standings. Really great fucking standings. I think with this cleric, I'm just gonna bare bones him up, like keep him with this bare minimum stupid gear, and then when he deserves it, I'll put better shit on him. Dude, there is a cleric hammer that I found out about. It's 4K, and I want that motherfucker. But it has this nasty ass nuke with it, or a stun effect with it. And it's a pretty sought after weapon for clerics, so I'll probably end up getting one of them eventually. I could group with that 18 Ranger. He looks like he's down there stomping the fucking yard. And see, he's not even in a guild. So dude, it'd be sweet to find these people that are guildless, and draft them into our crew. Like, I've just been watching him, dude. He's actually a really goddamn good ranger. Like, he's been fucking shit up. There's been corpses around here all day. Really awesome. My wife plays a ranger predominantly, and she's phenomenal at the game, dude. Like, she picked it up and ran with it during one of her pregnancies and just never looked back. Dude, she's just fucking awesome. Absolutely awesome. Just talked with Mercules, his manager, about working on some shit with him. We're doing big shit this year, baby. Like, people think I'm fucking around, but I'm not. I'm gonna knock it out the goddamn park with what I bring to the table coming up. I'm gonna be super busy. But, like, even busier than I am now. Like, I got some events that I'm trying to make happen, and, I might take this booking to perform with Shaggy 2 Dope and Indy. You know, I'm just out here doing crazy shit, bro. Crazy, crazy shit. Yeah, it's kind of a rough road getting through to 20 on a cleric, but it's not terrible either. You know, like they are way more melee dependent than I thought they would be in the early levels. I know towards the end of shit, you'll never see them swing their motherfucking epic. But early on, they require that primary attack. You know, which is pretty sweet. I'm way more in the combat than I thought I was. Once I saw that they got rude at a low level, I was like, oh, they're like, you know, root nuke type rotation. But like, nope, they are very much melee, and that's cool. You know, it really is. Gets you right in the middle of the action. Kind of orc warrior slipping. These are actually really fun to kill. I don't know what it is, but dude, the first time I saw a orc was like one of the blue ones, or I'm sorry, one of the purple ones in Everfrost. Super fucking cool, man. I just wasn't expecting it to just roll up on me, and when it did, I was like, oh, these guys are cool. And then two of them teamed me and whooped my ass. One of them was a trooper and one of them was a shaman. And I ate that death and then ran around to find my corpse. It was crazy how much, or how long it took me to memorize like the path through Everfrost, and from going from all the way through West Corana and what's in there. And like, dude, before there were all these maps and shit, dude, we had paper maps and we would print them out and we would just write on the maps. I still do this to this day. I did it with Western Waste to map out all the dragons and their fucking their walking rotations. Took a hot minute, but dude, if you understand the dragon's pathing, they can't fuck you up terribly bad, you know. Anywho, friends, thank you for checking out the channel. You guys have a good evening.